everyone, my name is Tonko and welcome back to part 3 of my tutorial for the multi-floor piston elevator. Now to start off, I made a few mistakes last time, so I'm just going to quickly change those right now. And for the first layer, I'm just going to change it so it has to be on the floor, because what we're doing now needs to take up that space, and I didn't realise that before, so I'm just having to make a few changes now, so I am sorry about that. So for the first layer we're going to have to lower it down, and for the other layers we're going to have to bring them up just a few blocks, because me being really unlucky, I managed to put those on the exact wrong floor, so this is all my fault and I do apologise for it. So I'm literally just gonna raise them up by even one block will do it, just so I can fit some observers in that will take from the trapdoors, which you can see over there, and bring it down to another one of those item floor selector systems that we built in the very first, or either first or second episode of this tutorial. So we've nearly done making the tweaks. I'm just literally raising it up by a couple of blocks so that it will fit underneath. So it's just simple, just raise it up by 2 blocks. It doesn't have to be neat, it doesn't have to be redstone-y, it doesn't have to be, well, as long as it takes an output from where it was going to the doors again, then it doesn't matter whatsoever. If you really wanted it, you can take it all the way up to the skylight and back down and it will still work fine. So this is just purely on its own. Okay, so that is the tweaking done. Now we're going to get on to why we had to make the tweak. So what we're going to do is we're going to place an observer facing it away from that trapdoor like so, and bring them out until they are, well, 1 over the redstone. That's why I had to raise them up, because me being unlucky, they were exactly in the way of the observer. So just like that. Then for that one, just place it like so. And I am afraid of this bit, but if you do not have enough room to place observers coming off each trapdoor, then you will have to move those torch towers back, and you do that by just moving those repeaters at the very bottom. I cannot do anything about this, so I'm really sorry if you do have to move it. It shouldn't take too long, because all it is moving it back by whatever amount of blocks you need to, but the redstone should be still exactly the same from this point on. So then what you want to do is place the redstone lamps coming off of the observers, and then just place an observer trail going down like so. Once you are done that, wait a minute, because I think, yeah, place those redstone on 1 block above them. Let me just quickly check, because this is where it gets really difficult. This is the bit that I struggled on when designing this, so let me just check. So yeah, so what you want to do is, where I placed the redstone before, you need to place it 1 up. So it should be, so the redstone would be going there. So place some redstone dust on those blocks, place blocks on top of them, and then remove those and place that redstone, then another piece of redstone, and then one tip repeats going off them. And now behind that you want to place, well, let's just quickly move this one up, because that's another mistake, because when I'm doing this there's no exact order. I can't, because all the levels are different. That means they're never going to be the exact same, so sometimes you will have to rearrange some of them to make them fit. And then what we want to do after that is to come out a couple of blocks. Let me just check that once again, because as I said before, this bit is very complicated, and if I get it wrong, then the elevator will just won't work. You won't be able to go up or down. You'll just literally be able to press a button and then all those pistons just fire pretty much at the same time. So just bring them out about 4 blocks with just 0 ticks, place pistons like so, redstone blocks above them, and then pistons like below that, like so. I am using redstone blocks instead of furnaces, mainly because you don't have to have a comparator. Then place redstone on top of them, and then without this work coming from there, you need to make a just trail of redstone with a repeater so it doesn't run out, and then a block up with a redstone torch on it, a block to the side, not on top of it, otherwise that will interfere with the other redstone, and then literally just like so. Okay, now for the first floor, which would be on the right. So when you're facing your floor selector, it should be the right redstone blocks. This is very simple. All you're going to have to do is place a block with a repeater coming off that, and then a block up from like that, like so, with another piece of redstone on top of that. So once you've done that, you don't have to place any more floors for the first one. But now, every redstone block, so this one, I need to take it to floor number 2. So how you do this is first you go to floor number 2, like so. And then where the piston is underneath, so I'm going to be doing it for this one, because that is the piston that's underneath the floor. So it'll be the floor, and then it would have been the piston one below that. You want to choose that, and you're literally just gonna run a piece of redstone like that with a block on top of that, then a repeater going into that. Let me just check. Like yeah. So once you have that, just set to none or 1 tick all of these, and literally just wire that redstone round like so. And let me just check this again, because I do not want to get this wrong. Well, there probably will be a few tweaks that we'll have to do in the next episode, but I'll check this for now, and then we might have to change some in the next episode. But let's carry on with this one. So just place a piece of redstone on top of that. Let me destroy this, it's in the way. That's a bad thing about doing tutorials in redstone worlds. You're always running into different things. So literally just place a piece of redstone, a block on from that, with the redstone dust on, and then wire a output going from each redstone block to the different floor. So the one on the left from the first floor, number 2, and if you do number 3, and then it will just keep on doing that. It doesn't matter about, it doesn't have to be neat. All that matters if you have to wire it to that. So I'm literally just going up like that, and redstone along all of this with a couple of repeaters set to, just 1 tick. And if this gets in the way of anything, we can always change it later. But sadly, that's all I have time for today, so I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.